Hello and welcome to my forge. It's been a while since I made the last video for Song of Ice and Fire. Here's a new one. This time it's not Winterfell's Guard of Honor, but it's the Kingsguard for King Joffrey Baratheon. As always, I wanted something special and I converted them from infantry to cavalry. The downside of this conversion is that they are not playable as a mounted Kingsguard, only as Knights of Casterly Rock. On the other hand, until this day I've never played a game as Song of Ice and Fire, so who cares? In the beginning, everything starts with destruction. A Knight of Casterly Rock loses his torso by sawing right through the miniature. The Simon miniatures are not the usual hard plastic, it's a bit softer, so you have a lot of red sawdust, or in this case red flakes, which are still sticking to the miniature. Next in line is Jaime Lannister, also known as the Kingslayer. This time it's his time to be slain. In medieval law, high treason, which includes killing a king, Aerys II deserved it by the way in my opinion, was punishable by death. Part of this was quartering, but we're not going that far, we only need 2 pieces as you can see. After this, the surface is also smooth, the parts are ready to be connected. This happens as always by brass wire. One thing I thought I might use to my advantage was the folding of the infantryman's cloak, so I tried to find a folding that slightly matched that of the mounted knight. However, in the end that didn't matter, because the joints of the cloaks are covered with green stuff and large parts are resculpted. And compared to sawing and drilling, this became the longest part in this conversion. It all started with a ball of green stuff, which is brought into shape with a steel sculpting tool. The details are made with silicone ones. These are better suited for evening the surface and sculpting the folds. Wherever possible, I try to use the existing fold to my advantage. I'm following the lines so that it will have a more natural look when the miniature is painted. After Jaime Lannister, it's time for Sir Barristan Selmy or Barristan the Bold. He is also cut into 2 pieces, as is the knight which provides the legs and the mount. Something I did differently this time is that I shortened the knight a little bit more, because Barristan was too long after cutting him. Then the miniatures are connected via brass wire. As with Jaime, the cloak has to be resculpted. This time I paid no attention to the cloak's folding at all, because it doesn't matter as we've seen in the miniature before. I just placed the green stuff where the 2 parts are joined and then started sculpting the cloak. What I also did this time, I used the existing folds from the infantry model as my advantage and followed them so that the overall foldings would look natural. The third one in this group is, I imagine, the most hated character in the TV series and of course in the books. Joffrey Baratheon, first of his name, and so on. I didn't like this character in the books, and Jack Gleeson did a hell of a job to play this role as the hateful human being that Joffrey is. However, there's one thing you should keep in mind. Joffrey is 16 at the time when he's crowned king, so he should be a little bit smaller than the other models. The next step is replacing the left arm which was cut off. It comes from the Fireforge Foot Sergeant's box. And now that Joffrey has his new arm, the process of resculpting the cloak starts. To complete the unit and so that the movement tray is filled, I built Sir Mendon Moore. The steps are the same as you have seen before. The miniatures are cut at the waist and the surfaces smoothed. Then the parts are connected and the cloak resculpted. There was nothing special to happen, that's why Sir Mendon Moore has only so few stage time in this video. And here the completed miniatures. If you've enjoyed the video and want to support my work, then feel free to like, share and subscribe or leave a comment below. See you soon in my forge.